It's a very inner thing, you know. In a way, if I could say like this, his voice and what he says is representative of the wisdom in you. In a way, I sometimes I go to Satsang and I think he's like negotiating on behalf of you. Many times I see it like that. Because this voice, his voice is the wisdom of the heart, you know. It's the wisdom that takes you out of suffering. And some beings, you become more sensitive, and you not necessarily as a voice, but you feel that wisdom inside that guides your life in a good way, you know, to not harm beings and to be in peace, you know. And yeah, I feel like he's kind of represents that. Yeah. How was my relationship with him? I mean, immediately I can only say there was a strong attraction, you know. There's a strong attraction. I don't know what. I don't know so much why. This is just a strong attraction, and there's this pull, and people have different ideas about this. Some people say, oh, it's because past lives. Some people might say this or that. I don't know. There's just a strong attraction, and the words and presence inspire something within myself. You know, something so that I feel to be so precious, and have been so unbelievably beneficial in my life, you know. So you feel a lot of gratitude for that, you know. You naturally, you can't help, you wouldn't be able to help that, because at your darkest moments, you know, these satsangs, they spoke on behalf of you. It spoke on behalf of you. It's a shared truth and knowledge that is sharing. You know, in a way, it's like I've heard it said. It's like your birthright. You know, to be free and to know yourself beyond the conditioned mind. You know, when I say conditioned mind, you know, when I look into what kind of mind I have, you can see you got your mum in there. I got my sisters in there. I got my friends from school in there. I got the TV channel in there, you know. It's like a hodgepodge of all these things. And this conditioned mind was the guy who was calling the shots, you know. And that was all you knew. But yeah, I love that phrase that it's something is your birthright, you know. To not just be constrained to that, you know. And this is what I felt Guruji has brought in my life, is this exactly. And it's a cliche, you know, but end of suffering, you know, you hear that a lot in Nirvana, end of suffering, you know. But it's like reality. It's actually reality, you know. A lot of the mind stuff is dreaming, you know. You're dreaming many things, and suddenly you encounter someone who tells you something else, which elevates you out of that state, you know. So it's very, yeah, just a love and a gratitude. You cannot help but feel that. You feel that you're so. It's hard to say. Like, indebted is the right word, but it's the wrong word. You know, because you don't feel like you owe them something necessarily. Like if I was indebted to you, I owe you money or something. It's not like that. But gosh, how can you say thank you for that? You know, how can you say thank you? What did you do for that? You didn't do anything, and something that has not just been bothering you, it's been bothering your parents, your grandparents, your great grandparents. they all had these fears and doubts and problems in their life, and they sought after God, you know. They cried out for help, you know. And you feel in a way it's been answered, you know. And extremely lucky. We're extremely lucky. There's a video on YouTube, yeah. It's called "Are You the Seer or the Seen?" You know, many videos had a big impact, yeah. But this one, I remember very well. Uh, just sitting on an armchair, looking is a very humble scenario, you know. And he's just talking, and he's talking about the seer, and can the seer be seen? So you're following this video, no? And it says, look, trying to find the seer. Now you realize even the searching to find the seer is already seen. I don't care, you contemplate that it's going to change your life. You know, seriously. Because we've come to the end of the woods, you know, and I mean, amazing. This was just amazing to hear. It's like finally, you've been so thirsty all your life and you find water, you know.